How's it going, y'all? This is gonna be one of my first videos that I'm really making with actual equipment. I have a mic, as you can see here, and a camera and a ring light. I don't really know what's good lighting, what's bad lighting, so I'm just kind of making this up as I go. I'm sure somebody eventually put in the comments that the lighting sucks or it needs to be changed or whatever. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just going for it. Basically, what I'm going to start doing is making videos about fitness in general, life, things I've learned. I just turned 40 earlier this month. So basically, a couple of things that I've learned, um, especially after hitting 40, I'm realizing, hey, I'm getting older now. I'm still fairly young, but 40 is, one of those ages. It's a big deal. So I'm realizing, I got to get my diet in check. Start eating more veggies. I've started eating salad every day. Yeah, and I hated veggies when I was younger. So um, I'm forcing myself to eat a salad every day and just get used to that, kind of build that habit. Cutting out sugars from sodas, ice cream, stuff like that. I've always been into fitness and lifting weights, but the diet is probably the hardest that's part of it for me, just because I love my chips, I love soda, stuff like that. And like I said, I was a very picky eater, didn't really eat a lot of veggies. But that's changing now. I'm like, you know what? It's time to really get serious about my health and my diet and everything like that. So another thing I'm realizing, as I'm 40 is like I really need to just go for what I want and stop, I guess, second guessing myself for a lot of things. I'm realizing that no one's going to do anything for me, right? Like if I want to be at a certain point in life, if I want to get to where I want to be, I'm going to have to do it myself. I got to take action. And I know it sounds like, okay, well, you're 40, you're just realizing that. It's like, no, I've known that, but I think one of the things I've learned is you hear the same things from different people. Like a lot of the things that I'm going to say, you probably heard from somebody else, but you hear it from different people at different times in your life, and then it just clicks. There's like a moment where you're like, you know what, I heard this before, but now I get it. I've definitely noticed a lot of that in the last few years because in the last, I would say 3 or 4 years, I really been trying to get serious about, just bettering my life. I gave up alcohol. Um, Going out partying. Like I'll go out, I might have a beer every once in a while, but I don't really crave alcohol, taking shots or anything like that. Half the time well, 90% of the time I don't really get home from work and I'm like, oh, I have to have a beer or I have to have a drink. Like I don't do that. And it feels really good. It feels really good. I feel pretty healthy because, like I said, I do work out a lot. And I think a lot of the time throughout my life, I haven't really taken responsibility for a lot of the things, for where I am and stuff like that. And it's easy to complain, and blame other people. I get it. It feels good to complain, but that's because you remove responsibility from yourself. And because of that, you can blame it on someone else and you don't have to do any work. You don't have to, well, it's not my fault. There's nothing that I have to fix. No, it is you. You have to participate in your own rescue. It's not, no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to make things better for you. You have to do it yourself. You have to take action. Hating on things really just doesn't get you anywhere. And I've learned that a lot in the last few years. It's like with streaming and, all these online stuff. And, you can look at that and be like, oh, it's so stupid. People just want to avoid work and make videos or whatever because it's easy and you can make a lot of money doing it. That's great. But when you think about it and you get mad at it and you post hate comments or something like that, it really doesn't affect anybody but you. It just makes you more angry, and more depressed, really. And you end up comparing yourself to these people who are maybe making more money than you or doing less work, and it may seem easy for them. But you don't know them. You don't know their life experience. You don't know what they've been through uh, to get where they are. Um, and I've learned a lot, about it's this is the future. Uploading videos about your experiences, people filming everything. It's like that's just how it is, and you can either hate on it and let it ruin your life, let it make you angry, or you can join in the fun. it's actually pretty cool knowing that, like, hey, you can just kind of live your life and have fun with it, and people might watch it, they might not. You can either, accept it, join in, have fun, or you can let it affect you negatively and just make you miserable. But again, it really only affects you when you are angry about stupid stuff like that. So one thing I'm really learning about is just have fun. Have fun in life. You grow up a certain way, being taught this is how things are, these are the rules, this is that. And as you grow older, you really realize, like, well, who says? Who says you have to do things a certain way? Who says that life has to be a certain way? A lot of the times, things that, big changes in life and in the world, they come about because people think completely differently. And, they just, they change the world with their different thoughts, and um, they decide to go against the flow, go against the grain, and decide, you know what, I don't want to be caught in this rut. I don't want to be stuck in this rat race. I'm going to do something completely different. And and they have fun with it, and they enjoy their life so much more. And it's funny because it makes people who are stuck in regular jobs, or may have not have had the best life, it makes them angrier because they start comparing to these people. And it makes them feel like, oh, you know I got screwed, how come I can't do this? It's like, well, you can complain about it and sit around being miserable, or you can join in. Like I said, you can do that. You just got to go for it. You got to take action. Like, I personally, I love to read a lot. I read a lot of books, but I'm definitely have learned in the past couple of years. You gotta go for it. You gotta take action. You gotta do the work. You gotta just get up and do it. That that video of Shia LaBeouf. Just do it. It seems crazy, I know, but he makes a good point. Like, just get up and do it. That's what's really going to help you. Because motivation, honestly, is bullshit. It's not motivation and then you take action. It's like, no, you take action and then you get motivated. You start doing something and you're going to want to keep doing it because it feels good. Not only that, if you do a bunch of things throughout the day that are going to better your life and further your career goals or whatever, you're going to feel great at the end of the day. You're going to be like, you know what? I can now just sit in bed and watch a movie or something and feel good about it because I spent the rest of the day, trying to further my career, trying to meet people, trying to better myself in some way. So I just turned 40. These are a lot of things that I've been learning, and I'm just going to continue to post videos about, things I've learned in life, and hopefully they can help other people to learn more things about themselves and about how to live a better life or have a happier life or just have more fun. So I hope it was enjoyable for you, or at least not boring. See you in the next one. All right, bye.